Come take a look at a custom foam loadout for Warhammer Quest Silver Tower from Battlefoam. Spiky bits. Make sure you stay in the trenches by becoming a supporter over on Patreon and also scoring yourself some free miniature swag in the process. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Check out our site, spikybits.com, for all the hot hobby tutorials, news, rumors on all your favorite hobby topics. And head on over to thelongwar.net. That's the home of the battle reports for exclusive content, early access videos, and more. Become a veteran of the Long War today. Alright, Hobby Maniacs, Rob Baer back again today. Now, normally we don't do a whole lot of unboxings or reviews of Battlefoam stuff, just mostly because I already have a lot of foam. I don't generally go out and buy their foam. Now, we've done some how to store your minis videos and where I've showed you different box options and different foam options that I use to store both my X-Wing and my Warhammer and Age of Sigmar models. So check those out here on the channel. Maybe I'll link it up in the top right or bottom left or up, down, left. BA start. I'm not exactly sure, but it'll get linked in here somewhere. You could just search for it. But regardless, I wanted to rectify that because, I think a lot of folks out there getting into the hobby don't quite know about Battlefoam. And Battlefoam is a great product in and of itself. It's, it was groundbreaking at its time when it came out, like, I don't know, 8 to 10 years ago, give or take. And, it uses basically lasers harnessing the power of the sun to to etch the foam to your exacting specifications or their pre-designed templates kind of type thing. And, therein lies the rub, basically they copyright those exact designs, so other folks out there can't I guess duplicate it or whatever. But all that aside, it's just legal mumbo jumbo. But I'm sure if you're in this industry, you've heard some sort of drama at some point about all of that. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. Today we're talking about the actual product and the quality of the product, because it is a good product, and yes, it is pricey in some instances, but it is a product that you're not generally going to have a lot of issues with and generally going to be pretty happy with, and you can customize it to your needs, But today we're going to talk about this particular Pack 216, which is their way they call it. Of course, these are all, various military terms that some of you veterans out there might be familiar with about how all that works. Now, the cases themselves, this particular one here, the 216, is pretty standard. You can get different foam, but it usually fits about 4 inches of foam right here, give or take. Now, it's got like this, I want to say it's canvas, but they say it's Kevlar, and I don't have a lot of, I don't know what Kevlar is other than the fact that Frank Castle wore it as the Punisher to protect him from bullets. Now, I don't think this is bulletproof, so I really couldn't tell you. This just looks like it's canvas to me. I could be wrong there. Don't really know. It cleans well. I can, occasionally I have a cap mess up on it, and, we get in there with some Resolve and clean it. Never had an issue with that. Now, the edges generally, sometimes you used to be able to unzip some compartments and see that there's hard plastic up in here. Sometimes it's been hardened wooden panels. Just kind of depends on the age and the print run of your particular case. They seem to do everything in black these days, which is fine. No hate there. Now, they've always got like great pocket options, stuff on the side. It's got this carry strap that's pretty legit. This handle, never had one fail on me. I really love it. Here's a little tag here. This particular one costs $64.99. Now, it also has a zipper on here, so you can attach it to the bigger cases, the ones with like the wheels and stuff. I think they call them like the 1520s or something like that. Now, this particular case comes with a 1 2-inch foam, 1 2-inch foam, and a foam topper, because you can kind of see here it's expanded out with all the Silver Tower case stuff like that. But you could fit another inch of foam if you weren't kind of jamming stuff in there, so to speak. So let's take a closer look, unzip this bad boy, kind of show you what we're working with here, because I really like how they did this particular product, and obviously that's why I'm making a video about it. So here's our closer look at the case itself. Same case here, the Pack 216 custom loadout for the Silver Tower Age of Sigmar. Now, once you open this up, I'm going to do it carefully because I kind of got stuff everywhere in here. Now, this, you can see, like I said, remember, I got extra stuff piled on here. So here's the rules for themselves, because there's no inside pocket here. So I just kind of put the rules in here because this is kind of how you play along. And let me tell you the reason I purchased this product in the first place is basically because I I knew there was all sorts of different shaped stuff here, and I really didn't want to like punch out a whole different size foam for like everything. I was like, man, there's got to be a better way. And then I remembered, I was like, oh dang, Battlefoam always like does all the box sets. You know, whenever something comes out, you can buy like a custom foam for it to fit all your stuff in. And it's a good idea to look at their pictures too, because I was like, I tried to do it myself and I tried to figure out where everything went, and I lined everything up for the most part, but I didn't quite get it right. And then I looked at their site on their pictures of how they did it, and I was like, oh, all right, cool. I did it wrong. So other than that, I think it's a great product. If you're not a dum-dum and try to load it yourself, make sure you look at the picture. So here they've got this great big cavern here for all of the game pieces, and it goes pretty deep. This is a 1-inch piece of foam. You can fit all of the game cards, the character cards, all the little miscellaneous tokens in their bag that come in from GW. The dice, you can leave them loose or you can put them in a little baggie, and then you got all the cards right here too. And then these guys all line up in here. The little familiars and things, and some of the spiderling grots right there. And then you pull this one out, very carefully of course, and then you can see why it's so cool, because all of these guys fit into here almost nearly perfect, which is pretty amazing to me, because I didn't want to paint them, obligatory cat here, I didn't want to paint them and have them get all jacked up, you know, as I tried to store them and things like that. So they're together, they're not going to get jacked up. There's basically a space for everything, as you can see, from the little Skaven guys to some of the little Zangers or whatever they call them, the little occultist guys, and even the sorcerer guys. And then you got the Thaumaturge right here, because he's ginormous and has all sorts of crazy parts. Even the boss guy, he's pretty dope. The Grim, what's his face? And I mean, but they got all sorts of fiddly parts. Now, the only one, I glued this one in wrong, so I had to cut this out a little bit more to get him to get the what was this? The Shadowkin chick to fit in here. She's actually probably one of the better ones to fit in there. And let's see, and then the barbarian guy. Now, if you buy the extra add-on pack too, they have room for that, which you can tell is definitely dominated by the prosecutor guy right there that comes with the bow, and the little eagle guy. I'm actually not sure where you put the eagle guy. I think he still comes with it. I'm not sure yet. And then there's another little chaos sorcerer. There's a dwarf guy, and I think this is one of the bloodbound guys that comes with it as well. So you can fit them all in here. So you can see why I really liked it. Now, it's all like laser cut. Like I said, they use all the lasers. You know, it gets in here and burns it all the way down to the bottom. Generally, they cut it out of a full piece of foam. Like, this is still attached. Now, a lot of times when you get some of the pre-punch stuff, or you punch it yourself, or excuse me, not the pre-punch stuff, the stuff you punch out yourself, you might separate it, because they just go in and they just kind of punch it, so stuff isn't glued to itself sometimes. So if you push it down and pull it up, the guy next to it might not be attached. So if you're putting dice and things in there, they might scoot under it. I had that problem with X-Wing, and I had to go in and get some foam glue and get in there and get it all basically glued down, so my stuff didn't like kind of jumble around underneath in the depths of it right there. But this is a really great product, and then you can even pull this out, put it on the shelf, and use this for something else. You can get the paints, the paint trays or anything like that. They make all sorts of great products, but now that you got the case and the foam, you can switch it out. They even make a great box that fits this stuff specifically. I think it's like $15, and you can pick those up as well. But the cool thing about Battlefoam is it's usually readily available at a lot of game stores. They can order it and stock it. You can also get it from their website. A lot of times it's in stock as well. But sometimes you might have to wait for it, which sometimes it just kind of depends on the speed you want. They also do custom designs, which is really great too. If you have that army and you want to fit it all into one box, you can use their online army designer there. So again, Battlefoam, really great product, amazing looking stuff. And if you're looking to store that very custom set of miniatures, sometimes there is no other better option than Battlefoam.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. TheLongWar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos.